If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
It's playoff time. Home playoff game. I'm really excited. We've been waiting a long time for this, and hopefully we can put on a great showing.
It's one or done. You either win or you go home.
You know, we had a little number in here that the Eagles can run the ball. If you run the ball to the outside against Tampa, you can do it. Any chance the Eagles make this thing a little scarier for Tom than most people are expecting on Sunday?
I think this thing is scary. It's not any chance that they make this thing a little scary. I think this is going to be a very hard-fought game. Once Nick Sirianni understood who the Philadelphia Eagles were from an offensive standpoint, this team is taking off. Once they decided that the zone read run game would be a huge part of what they do. Once they understood the physicality of their offensive line and also the athleticism that offensive line possesses. And a lot of teams decided to not try and run the football against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but the teams that tried, the teams that understood the way to attack them, and especially without Levante David late in the season, teams have had success. So I expect the Philadelphia Eagles to have a good game plan, to understand how they need to come out and kind of control the clock, keep the ball away from Tom Brady, and they can make this game scary, but I expect Tom Brady to make plays at the end.
The Bucs taking on the Eagles, and obviously the run game is going to be a focal point. And for you, Coach, you believe a recipe for the upset for the Eagles.
I think that's the way Philadelphia's going to have to do it. Bruce Arians, the Bucs coach, says no one runs on us, but Philadelphia can run on them. Here's what he's talking about. Normally in this situation, running formation, Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator, he's going to put 8 guys up there, so he's always going to have a free guy to tackle the ball carrier. And that would be the case here. We'll get a little motion, and Philadelphia is going to start on this run play, and if he does hand this ball off, Devin White probably is going to make the tackle here unblocked for no gain. Right. But the little secret weapon that Philadelphia has is Jalen Hurts. The ball doesn't go here. Hurts has it to the outside, and he can do something with it.
But, you know, I would say in this game, I don't think the Eagles are going to win. I don't think they have a chance. I really don't.
So many people are down in the receiving corps when it comes to Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, the guy who would eat up the middle of the field, he's gone. You see that Antonio Brown is gone. I get it. Scotty Miller is not necessarily a slot receiver who's going to be doing things in the middle of the field, but he is a big-time play maker. Last year, Green Bay, we all remember that huge play that he made to help Tampa Bay win that game. And so for me, Scotty Miller would be that guy. Him, maybe you could also add in Broussard Perriman, another receiver who will step up. Tom Brady's offense is elite.
There's this guy called Tom Brady on the other side. And the one thing, the Eagles, I think, are a little overrated on the defensive side of the ball. Number 10 defense in the game. But when you see Herbert, Dak Prescott, Derek Carr, Brady, teams with quarterbacks and a good offensive system, they absolutely tore apart this Eagles defense. It was like 7-on-7. And I worry about that tomorrow, and I think that's where coach's point of the run game for the Eagles is going to come in handy.
Run the ball, slow the game down.
Keep Brady by the Gatorade bottle. Right.
We also know that the Bucs have a great run defense. And Dom Kinsu did today on that bunch. They're pretty stingy against the run. So he is going to have to go back in the pocket about 10 or 12 times in this game on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 10, and make plays with his arm. He's done it before, but he's going to have to do that maybe a little more often than he's done before to outscore these Bucs.
Kurt, we're still keeping an eye on the weather for tomorrow. As of right now, looks like it's still going to be windy, but the rain should taper off as the game is beginning. Wet conditions, windy conditions. A lot of folks have said, hey, that favors the Eagles because of their running game.
How do you beat a running team? You score fast, you score early, you make it a shootout. And Tampa can make it a shootout. Tom, if you keep them upright, you give them protection, you give them time, they have the pieces there with Gronk. You know, he's going to be a go-to guy. They're going to score points. So if you're the Eagles, you're going to have to score a lot of points. And you can't score a ton of points just handing the ball off. So they're going to have to throw the football. So I'm going with Tampa. I think that this isn't going to be a big game at all.
There it is on your screen. Eagles have no chance to win this game.
There, Who is better and who has been better throughout history than Rob Gronkowski in the middle of the field? Who is Tom Brady more comfortable with than Rob Gronkowski? And when we look at some of the runs that this team has made early on this season, you think about the playoffs last year, that's when Rob Gronkowski seemed to round into form and make huge plays for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we all know Tom Brady Brady is as much about understanding the people he's throwing to and being comfortable with them as he is about the matchup. And he's thrown more passes, more touchdowns to Rob Gronkowski than anyone else.
When these teams played in Week 6, the Eagles look nothing like they do right now offensively. In fact, Todd Bowles, the Bucs defensive coordinator, said it's like playing a team that you haven't faced before. They're not even looking at much of that Week 1 matchup for hints as to what's going to happen. Well, that's probably a good approach by Bowles, because I'm told that the Eagles spent the bye week last week, it was pretty much a bye week because they didn't play their starters, starting to look toward the Buccaneers and add some new wrinkles. So they are expected to unveil some new things at their running game that folks haven't seen. Maybe it won't make be anything that we would notice, the average viewer, but it's stuff that they expect the Buccaneers defense to notice.
Tampa beat Philadelphia handily, but it's a different Philadelphia team.
They could be dangerous in the postseason.
It's a whole new season, and nothing matters except winning this week. I'm just happy we're playing. I'll play anybody this time of year.
Sometimes when the world doesn't give you any chance in a playoff situation, you play a little loose, you never know what might happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary for the other team. If you have everyone's picking you to win, it can be scary for you because you have another team coming in, you don't know what they can just come in and just say, listen, we got nothing to lose. Let's go out here and just have fun. It's like we were back in kids in high school. Let's go have fun and just play.
Tom Brady is 34-11 in playoff games. Jalen Hurts is probably like having a pacifier in his mouth when he first started playing playoff matchups.
The reason teams don't repeat is because it takes a lot of luck. Yeah. Last year, Brady went in at this point ridiculously healthy. Where are they right now relative to that?
Well, they're healthier than they were the last couple of weeks. I mean, you mentioned Levante David, or RC did. Like I think he's coming back for this game. Shaq Barrett, Jason Pierre-Paul, Leonard Fournette, who's a significant part of their offense, seems like he's going to be back for this game. So I think what's interesting about the Eagles as it pertains to the Bucs, all that running with that number one run team in the league, the 160 yards, it all started after they played the Bucs. Like the Buccaneers tape on the Eagles offense from when they played them is useless to them. They're a completely different team. So that has to be factored in. But that said, I mean, the Eagles are 0-6 against teams in this playoff field. I just don't feel like I don't feel like they're teams of similar caliber.
X Factor. I'm going to keep going until I get the answer I want. Who is it?
I'm changing the rules. I'm not going with one guy. I'm going with 5 guys. I'm going with the offensive line. So if the offensive line can keep Tom upright, give him time to throw, and he can evaluate the field, they're going to be
Still good. Don't have the answer I want.
Leonard Fournette.
Thank you. That's the answer I want. It's was the best player on that offense. What he got.
I mean, the whole offense started clicking once they started throwing to him out of the backfield. I think he's a bigger part of this than people realize.
What's up, crew? Third-year linebacker Devin White checking in. We need one big favor. We want y'all to turn it up Sunday. I can't follow that, you know.
As a friendly reminder, it is the playoffs, you guys. We need you to come out and raise the flags. Go Bucks.
There we go, you know, professionally.
Don't forget to hashtag
for the crew, for the crew,
and Get Loud Sunday. Extremely loud Sunday. Which way are we going? Break the decibel.
This way. Crew, man, we need y'all this Sunday, man. First playoff game at the crib. Let's get it. Make sure y'all be there and be loud. It's time to raise the flags.
Hey, boys back, you know what I'm saying? Get ready. You know, you about to see a new and improved J, P.
They need to get them diamonds clean.
That's it for this video. I post a new Tom Brady video every day, so please like and subscribe. That way you'll always have a new Tom Brady video to watch every single day.